In today's video, we have added Papap to the draft class. We go over here, we go to prospects, we go to QB. He's top 10, but I literally just created him, so he won't show up here. Wait, is Bronny James is in the draft class? Wait, there he is. No, not quite. There he is. Round 1 projection. Again, he's ranked 10th. For some reason, it takes a week to put him at 10th. So he's just sitting down here. But, yeah, 0% scouted because it's only week 1. I just put a random college for him because he didn't go to college. But, it's in the same state, so it works. Some guys are already 5% scouted. Making progress here, Browns. Using the Browns because that's where, that's his favorite team. So, all the rosters are updated. At the time of this recording, it is Saturday, November 2nd, that I'm starting this video. If we go to the Chiefs, they have Hopkins. There's he right there. You'll notice the rosters is maybe slightly different, but I already simmed the preseason, so that's why. And they also got Josh Uche. Ravens have Deontay Johnson, so everything is up to date, and we'll see now where Papap gets drafted. But first, who won the Super Bowl? Original Madden Super Bowl, Cowboys would defeat the Chiefs to win. I do want to look through retirements real quick, so if there's any notable quarterbacks, I could leave an opening for Papap. If Case Keenum, Ryan Tannehill, he went back to the Titans, I guess. Hopefully he wasn't the starter. Josh Johnson, Andy Dalton, Aaron Rodgers. Maybe the Jets is a possible landing spot. Tyrod Taylor, too. Joe Flacco. Colts, another team that needs a quarterback then. And it doesn't look like any free agent QBs are tired. Not that that's really important. I guess Brian Hoyer's too. Chronicle Grassu. I don't know. It's time to get to the draft. Yeah, I don't think I can comment on these stats. How the heck did you throw 55 touchdowns? 52 of them must have been to Hopkins. I guess I have injuries off, but like, yeah, it's Rice and Hopkins. And then you got Kelsey, Marquise. Hit 4 guys with 11 plus touchdowns. That was ridiculous. Ridiculous. Papap must not have had a good combine. He fell from 10 to 18. And is now sitting behind 2nd to 3rd round talent Nick Clifton. Let's look at Papap's ratings. That doesn't look like him whatsoever, but there's no good old guy face skins in this game. At least not really. Just say he's not the most athletic person. 5'9". It's an ADP. I gave him good injury ratings and stuff because I took an injury off. Like, I gave him good stamina and stuff, so he doesn't get hurt. Well, not hurt, but like too tired to play. Anthony Richardson. His A to B stiff arm, C to D trucking, D to F spin move. Everything else is an F. I don't think he's getting drafted early. Because again, he's sitting down here at 18. Plus, he's an undrafted talent. However, nobody else here is really good either. Best quarterbacks here, 2nd to 3rd talents. There's one day 3 talent, undrafted projected QB. The Titans have the number 1 pick. They could definitely take a QB here, and they do. They take Paul McDonald. The Saints also could take a QB, and they do. They take George Abrams. Which means we're only 2 picks through the draft. And already, Papap's the 2nd highest ranked quarterback. He is still behind Nick Clifton, who will probably go within the next few picks, and then it'll be Papap after that. Rams up next. I don't think they'll take a quarterback. They still have Matt Stafford. And yeah, they took a right tackle. Browns, they could take a QB. I saw started Jameis last year. They take a left end. Interesting. Cardinals take a right end, Dewan Ash. Bears take a right linebacker. I'm going to stretch right now, and no one's really going to need one. Raiders could definitely take a QB. They take a right tackle. All right. Broncos, no. They take a left tackle. Patriots won't take a quarterback. Left end. A lot of defensive ends. Vikings take a corner. Giants could definitely take a quarterback. Nope, right linebacker. Seahawks, maybe. They take a strong safety. Colts could. to take a corner. Steelers coulda. I wonder who they started last year. I'm curious, because sometimes I see Russ, sometimes I see Fields starting. Oh. Well, Fields isn't even on the roster anymore, so I wonder who they started. Yeah, it had to have been Russ. Sorry, I have a cough. Russ did start, yes. I think they'll probably draft a replacement. Question is, where did Justin Fields go? This is anticlimactic. That's Kenny Pickett. Where's Fields? Oh boy! Signed by the New York Jets. That's something right there. I play a lot of Madden franchise, not as much recently because I just got NBA 2K. And I'm playing that too. But, didn't expect that. And yes, they will take Nick Clifton. So, Papap's probably the only, draftable QB left. Even though he's not a draftable talent. Because we saw that. I mean, if a team wants him, they could still end up reaching them. Matt Gore, Pat McGraw, maybe Donovan Banks, even though he's an undrafted talent. And after that, you have these guys. So yeah, Papap's not guaranteed to go. However, he's still first round projected. So, I guess either way is possible. Commanders, they're not going to take a quarterback. They go wide receiver. Jaguars, probably not. They take a left linebacker. Bengals, no. They take a left linebacker as well. Falcons take a corner. Dolphins, wide receiver. Panthers better not take him. Okay, they took a corner. Texans, they take a right tackle. I don't know, I said that like they would take him. Packers take a left tackle. A lot of tackles in this draft. Ravens take a left tackle. Chargers take a right guard. Lions take a left tackle. Offensive lineman. Eagles take a wide receiver. Bills take a right end. Jets could still take him, maybe to start over Fields. I know they're going to take a wide receiver. Niners go with the center. Chiefs go with a defensive tackle. I didn't even see the Cowboys picked. That's a right guard. Titans took a quarterback in the first round. They did take a guy named Ronald, but he's a left linebacker. Saints also took one last round. They took a strong safety. Panthers could go with him here. Left linebacker. Browns, corner. Cardinals, defensive tackle. Bears, right guard. His name is Marco Mayer. I wonder if he has anything to do with Michael Mayer. Bucks take a left tackle. The left tackles, my gosh. Raiders take a corner. Broncos with a left guard. Patriots left tackle. Gotta pick up the pace here a little bit. Running back, right end. Right guard. Running back. Wide receiver. Right tackle. So you're about to fall to the third round. A left end. Middle linebacker. Wide receiver. Strong safety. Middle linebacker. His last name is Manley. Right linebacker. My right arm's getting sore. Corner. Free safety. This is just pathetic. He's ranked 19th. Where is he? Got a left guard. Tight end. Right linebacker. Left guard. Ah, they took Matt Gore. Jets sold. I'll just tell you guys right now. Papap is X Factor dev. So sure, he's a 12 overall. But you just passed up on an X Factor QB in the second round to take Matt Gore. It's probably like a 71. So, yeah, Papap's just still here. And so are Pat McGraw and Donovan Banks. Just gonna sit here for an hour, wait until he gets picked. Corner. Linebacker. They're not gonna tell us. I was curious. Cowboys took a wide receiver. Free safety. Tight end. Strong safety. Left guard. Right tackle. tight end, middle linebacker, left linebacker, middle linebacker, middle linebacker, right linebacker, middle linebacker, right linebacker. This is ridiculous. Tight end. Colts broke the streak. Running back. Middle linebacker again. Does nobody have a good middle linebacker or what? Tight end. Left guard. Defensive tackle. Middle linebacker. Again. Middle linebacker. Defensive tackle. Left linebacker. This is absurd. Defensive tackle. Strong safety. Corner. Defensive tackle. Right guard. Free safety. Tight end. Defensive tackle. We will never know. If he doesn't get picked in the first 3 picks this round, I'm going on and looking at the end of the draft. He might go undrafted, that's right. Oh, there's Pat McGraw going to the Browns to start the 4th. Papap's still not taken. I'll update you when we get there. Donovan Banks was the very next pick. Papap's still on the board. We got another quarterback at 109, but it was Scotty Sexton. This is pathetic. The Bills take a QB at 124, but it's Christopher Bennett. I'm simming to the end. I can't take this. Buddy.
Queso.
Look at his shirt. What in the world? That's so random to mention in the middle of a Madden video. We just spent like 7 minutes on the draft, so... Okay, where is he? He better not have gone undrafted. That's the Bengals. Wait, I saw the Bengals took a QB. Was it him? Nope. Brian Klein. Vikings took 3 players. Okay, so he wasn't in the first 3 rounds. Yeah, it wasn't the 4th. There were 2 players with Sexton's last name. That's interesting. Not a 4th rounder. I don't think he was a 5th rounder. Brian Klein was. So was Mike Parks. Where is he? 6th round. Where the Bears and Ravens took a fullback. So did the Niners. But nobody wants Papap. Nobody wants a generational quarterback. I don't see him here anyway. He might have gone undrafted. 71 overall fullback. What a steal for the Panthers. And he did go undrafted. Wow. There he is as an undrafted free agent. I'll probably trade Deshaun Watson and make him the starter on the Browns because that's his favorite team. Also, the Browns have no cap space. Negative $23.1 million. What happens? Let me sign him? Okay, yeah. I'm gonna go trade Deshaun Watson then. Ooh, Taylor Heineke's out here. The Eagles didn't really want him, but they had a metric ton of money still. Like, that's after taking on a $72.9 million cap hit. There's still $56.5 million left. Where he sent him to the Eagles. Which now means they have over 20-something million in cap. They freed up like $40 million trading one player. Which means we'll go to free agency. Oh, Jimmy Garoppolo's going over great, I see. And we'll grab Papap. Let's look at his ratings real quick. Oh, yeah. Amazing. He is an X factor, though, as I said earlier. I will move him to a 4-year deal as if he got drafted, because nobody's going to sign him after he becomes a free agent. I see Nick Clifton down there, the Steelers took over Papap. Pat McGraw's still here, too, if you remember him from the draft. So I'll put Papap in the starting lineup. He'll be the quarterback. He's wearing number 4. And I kind of just gave him a random number. And we'll see what the lineup looks like. It's not great. Top 3 receivers are Jerry Jeudy, Elijah Moore, and Cedric Tillman. I just realized this is the same team Gaga ended up on. How did it take me this long to realize? They have a 75 overall hidden dev left guard, which is pretty impressive. On the defense, oh boy. Denzel Ward's only a superstar at the moment. Nothing looks good here. They have a 67 overall right linebacker. I don't even know who this is. Oh, that's Jordan Hicks. I know like literally every football player. I don't even know who that is. Is his name William Reed? Maybe I don't know. Winston Reed, 26 years old, and he was a rookie last year. Who is this guy? Who is? I don't know. The team is not good at all. They come in at a. Why is their defense an 85? They're an 82 overall team, so we'll see how this goes. McGraw's also hidden dev, so I'm going to trade him away real quick. Just send him to a team that needs a quarterback or something. Papap got some help right before the season, as the Browns signed Kyle Juszczyk. Browns are 2-5 at the midseason. That's not great for Papap at all. 5-12. They were not good. Let's see, how's Papap? Oh my gosh. 14 touchdowns, 35 interceptions. Chubb was good, minus the 4 touchdowns. Receiving. Oh my gosh. Leading receiver is Cedric Tillman. This was terrible. Who the heck is Sergio Romero? Oh my gosh. He was getting murdered back there. Looks like the rookie started too, and he wasn't very good either. Must have started him at center because Luke Whiteberg didn't play, but Joel Bitonio did, so I'm guessing they started him at center. So yeah, the Browns finished the season with, oh my gosh, they had the last offense. I am shocked. Being sarcastic if you can tell. 25th defense. Who gets MVP? Not weekly awards. Who gets MVP? That's going to go to Mahomes, of course. Nothing really interesting below him either. I guess Anthony Richardson being there is kind of funny. Sean McDermott, Coach of the Year. Rasheed wins an award. Crosby. Cameron Boss. 2 Dolphins, wow. Von Miller. Wait, I just saw you last year that Von Miller was going to retire. How did he win an award? Whatever. DJ Turner. NFC, 2 Lions. They're probably really good. Will Hernandez wins best alignment? That's interesting. Best DB. At the time, probably 34-year-old Darius Williams. He's like 33, I think, in real life. And Aubrey wins best kicker for the Cowboys. Wow, this isn't the same thing as last year. Chiefs beat the Cowboys this time around. 10-time NFC champions, crazy. Browns lost some players. Jerome Ford left. Joel Bitonio left. On the defense, they lost Darius Smith. There's a corner they lost to. I forget who it is. Oh, Greg Newsome. Mike Hall is superstar. That's interesting. They need help with linebackers and safeties. Could have drafted one last year. There were definitely enough linebackers. The special teams didn't lose anyone there. So let's see who they end up signing. With $47.7 million. Definitely an interesting free agent class. They got a 1-year deal for Jameis, bringing him back. Mike Williams on a 2-year deal. Khalil Mack. Malik Hooker. That was a steal. 3 years, 12.6. Same thing with Zach Moss here. 3 years, 13.8. Still from a division rival, too. Cam, best kicker in the game. Ted Karras. And Terrell Bernard. So a lot of old players. Terrell got a 4-year deal. What were the offers looking like for Terrell Bernard? That they just signed him there. That's kind of crazy. Here's a look at the roster after those signings. They're really trying to replace Papap, signing back Jameis Winston. I might just have to trade him. Or, better, I can just cut him and let him find somewhere else to go. Go back to the Saints. They probably need him at this point. Anyway, here's the team. We got Ted Karras starting at center. Mike Williams. Mike Williams is only a 79. That didn't help a ton, I don't think. Defense, definitely patched up well. Khalil Mack, Malik Hooker. I'm kind of surprised they didn't sign a corner. I don't know why. I had a feeling they'd sign one. Like, they have Ward, Emerson, and this Dawkins guy. I don't know. I kind of had a feeling. This Maynard guy's good. Yeah. Terrell Bernard's an 81 overall star. So he's not crazy, but, like, it's a nice signing still. And, like, $10 million a year. And I think they still have their kicker, right? Yeah, why did they... I don't know. Interesting signing there. Dustin Hopkins isn't fantastic, and he's getting old, so Might as well sign Cameron, I guess. Hey Siri, who's the Browns GM? What happened? What happened? They drafted a 67 overall with the 5th pick. At least he has hidden dev, but what is that? Looks like Amari Cooper if his shoulders were way too big. And his arms were tiny. After that 67 overall, they drafted another 67, a 73 overall strong safety. He would have been a better pick in the first round than Luke Chancellor. 64 outside linebacker, 67 corner, a 63 overall defensive tackle, 69 wide receiver, 64 left linebacker, and a 65 right end. That had to have been the worst first round pick, right? Oh my gosh, 2 picks earlier was an 80 overall wide receiver. 2 picks after an 80 overall goes, the Browns take a 67. Titans got an 81 overall right tackle. That was by far the worst first round pick. That was horrible. Horrible. And is there anybody else like an 80 overall that was in a later round? Well, Justin Fields lasted long, I see. At least it wasn't the worst player in the class. Christopher Smart, 61 overall quarterback. Not really. Not a crazy class. Just those 2 generational talents at the top. That was about it. It's funny to say just those 2 generational talents. That's it. Here's Papap's team for year 2. Tight end room is garbage. Besides 90 overall in Jokers, it was 60 and a 58. That was so random, I just thought to mention that. Good running back room, honestly, even though Chubb's down to an 87. Receivers kind of suck still, even after adding Mike Williams. I'm sure that'll do a lot for them. Offensive line isn't looking too great, kind of just average. Defense, honestly, doesn't look bad. Especially with the addition of Terrell Bernard. That 65 overall defensive end they drafted as a dev trait. That's interesting. So the linebacker core is actually pretty good. We'll probably not have Mac next year because he's on a 1-year deal and he's probably going to try. Oh my gosh, this 64 is a dev trait too. Corners, good. Safeties are really good. They have a 76 and 84. Which doesn't sound that great, but then they have a 74 hidden dev down here as well. And the special teams, why they have 2 kickers on roster, I don't know. The team comes in at an 82 overall. A little worse than last year. Yeah, they regressed alright. 0-7. Yeesh. Let's see, how is Papap doing at the midseason? I didn't check this last year, but I'm curious if they're this bad. 0 touchdowns, 25 interceptions. What the heck? After a nuclear bounce back, the Browns go from 0-7 to 9-8. They went 9-1 to end off the season. How? Papap had 0 touchdowns at the midseason. Did they bench him? Wait, hold on. Did they actually bench him? They almost had to, I feel like. No, he just became really good, I guess. Not really good, but he definitely got better. 2,790 yards, 23 touchdowns, 44 interceptions. Nick Chubb, 1,040 yards, 12 touchdowns. The receiving game was not great. Again, they're going to probably have to look to draft a receiver this year because no one can catch the ball. Oh, what a draft pick Luke Chancellor was. 5th overall, he finished the season with 0 downs played. Fantastic pick, Browns. Blocking was better than last year. Still not good, though. Ted Karras had some issues. Tackling, Bernard and Owosu did great. I see 14 sacks for Khalil Mack. They just signed him a free agency. It's like ancient. And now he might win Defense Player of the Year. Also, they went 9-8. I forgot to mention this. They could have made the playoffs. The Ravens also made the playoffs at 9-8. So they were probably 1 game outside of the playoffs. After starting 0-7. That is just ridiculous. And they still had the 32nd offense. And the 19th defense. Alright. The defense definitely got better, so that's nice. MVP. Oh my gosh, he's got 3 straight. Anything else down here? Not really. Anthony Richardson's doing really good. I don't know why. Coach of the Year. Andy Reid. We also have Lewis Fox, Victor Price. Just some fakos down here. Oh my gosh, he won Offensive Player of the Year too. Just beating out Josh Downs. DPOY goes to TJ Watt. D'Angelo Barber of the Jets gets Rookie of the Year. Let's see. Oh, I see something weird down there. When did this happen? Why is Michael Penix on the Steelers? How did he get to the Steelers? His rookie contract isn't up for like 2 more years. Whatever. Checo, Downs, Tooney, Russo, Watt, Ward. Oh, and a Fako kicker wins best kicker. Dean Oliver. Ayuk, Hutch, Riddick. Sorry. Dorman, Prescott, Barkley, Ayuk, Cosme, Mafe, Horn. Oh my gosh, that guy's face is huge. I'm sorry, that was kind of mean. But he's fake, so I guess I can technically say it. Yeah, his face is huge. We actually have a different Super Bowl for once, as the Steelers edge out the Seahawks 24-23. Patrick Queen wins the Super Bowl MVP. What's the last 2 years? I didn't even think to check. One went to Mahomes, the other went to Prescott. I'm shocked. Absolutely shocked. Mack and Karras both retired for the Browns. Khalil Mack had a great season before retiring. That was 15 sacks is crazy for the last season. The Browns have $46.2 million to spend this year. They did just lose Grant Delpit, but they have a young, strong safety who they drafted last year. So I think they'll end up being fine. Where is he? He was like their only good pick last year. I think he was like a 3rd rounder. There he is, Dom Jones. Yep, that's the future. And 58 overall Ben Ryans from Florida A&M. Yep, he is a superstar for sure. So I decided to sim by day 1 of stage 1 or whatever it is of free agency, and they traded Nick Chubb to the Giants for a next year 1st round pick. Yeah, 3rd round pick, I mean. That was not a very good trade. Sure, Chubb was aging and like an 80 something overall, but like, I don't know about that. We'll see. Looks like the Browns used that Nick Chubb money. Only $1.64 million left after free agency here. They picked up Isaac Sumalo on a very cheap 1-year deal, $5.6 million. Oh my gosh, they paid Charbonnet nothing. 2 years, 3.8. What did Charbonnet do to deserve that? Meanwhile, DJ Reader got a $14.6 million 1-year deal. That Trey Tucker for only like $5 million a year. Aaron Brewer, 15.8 for Aaron. Oh, that's 2 years. That makes sense then. Tyrann Mathieu also signed for cheap. What a lot of cheap contracts here. Edmonds, Werner. Not bad. We'll see how they do in the draft, if they can actually draft this year, because they were horrible last year. You can call this cheating if you want to, but Papap has 23 skill points. So I'm going to bump him up to 13 so he can use them. Because it's just kind of sad that he can't use them. And doesn't have much of a point if he can't. After upgrading him to a 13, I gave him 1 skill point, and for some reason it just made everything really good. I wish I had that on video, because I sound like a liar. But, sorry about that. Now stare at Papap. Don't you feel better now? He actually had a good draft. Also, why do you need 3 right linebackers? 2 of them are 61. Got a 76 wide receiver, 74 tight end, 65 right linebacker, 61 right linebacker, 70 wide receiver, 65 running back, and 61 right linebacker. Stop drafting right linebackers. It's not going well for you. Like, Browns, what are you doing? Half those guys only... Like, of those 3, you'll be lucky if 2 of them make the roster. Looks like we had some studs in this draft. Look at that. 2 of your 3 right linebackers were the 2 worst in the draft. Great job. They're both pass coverage outside linebackers. That's what you get for drafting pass coverage outside linebackers. 281 overalls. 1 to the Titans, 1 to the Rams. Some other good players are down here, including Eddie Falk, Browns' new wide receiver. Year 3 for Papap. Offense looks a good amount better than last year. Falk, I'm going to move him up to 3 because he shouldn't be behind Trey Tucker, just because they need him to get playing time. Running back room still isn't great. Maybe Charbonnet will be good. Use checks regressing. The offensive linemen, some of them are regressing. Conklin, I noticed, definitely. My throat is not doing well right now. Defense, still really good. Special teams. Why do they keep leaving 2 kickers on the roster? And they are an 82 overall, again. Playoffs, maybe? Browns are 5-2 at the midseason. How they're doing this with a quarterback that's like a 40 overall, I don't know. How is Papap doing that? How did Clifton end up on the Bucks? Did you guys see that? Wasn't he drafted by like the Falcons or something? Am I crazy? I don't know. Papap's better. Not great, but better. Is he getting killed back there still? I've seen worse. That's a very loud I just need to see from the Bucks. Where is he? Nick Clifton. He sucks. My gosh. I just saw Trey Lance and Sean Watson down there too. It was the Steelers he was on. Did they just trade him? They drafted him early too, didn't they? Number 15 overall. He sits on the bench for 2 years. And then just gets traded to the Buccaneers. I don't know. Maybe that was their plan the entire time. I'm not sure. The Browns are in the playoffs at 11-6. And they're taking on the much better Kansas City Chiefs. We're also 11-6. Yeah, the Ravens happened. 13-4. Titans in the playoffs, I see. Papap wasn't as bad. 3,501 yards, 25 touchdowns, 20 picks. Oh my gosh, he's up to a 66. Last time I checked, he was like a 42. Alright, X Factor helps. They couldn't run the ball very well, but still wasn't bad. Receiving, not bad. Blocking, not good. Jedrick Wills allowed 14 sacks. At least Owosu and Bernard had a lot of tackles. 15.5 sacks for Mike Hall. My gosh. Forget Khalil Mack. We have Mike Hall Jr. 11 for Myles Garrett. Not to mention the other defensive lineman, Wayne Maynard, had 5.5. Not even the worst offense. 28th. Who had the worst offense? Commanders. I'm shocked. We'll see who their quarterback was in a minute. Oh, Mahomes is MVP. I'm shocked. Commanders quarterback was still Jaden Daniels. He sucked. What is he up to right now? He's an 89 superstar and he threw 18 touchdowns, 19 picks. Who is he throwing to? Well, his running back sucked. McCorin and Rondale Moore, pretty much. Oh, Dallas Goedert's down here with 6 catches. Let's see, he has like a 68. Nope, 81 star. Commanders had no right to be that bad on offense. Blocking wasn't bad. Like, what was wrong? I mean, it was kind of bad, but, like, what happened to the Commanders? MVP goes to Mahomes. Coach of the Year, Doug Peterson. Sure. Offensive Player of the Year, Mahomes. Defense, Crosby. Rivers, Gills. Mahomes, ETN. Rice, Ezra Cleveland winning an award. Russo, Crosby. Sauce. Oh, Cameron getting an award. Forgot to check. Was Papap up there for Offensive Player of the Year? He definitely wasn't. Nah, he wasn't there. Best QB? No. Just a normal. And D'Angelo Barber. Paul McDonald. Let's see, we have a Monron Hutch again. Let's see what the NFC QBs look like, if anything weird here. It doesn't look like it. Clifton wasn't even bad. He had 9th best QB in the NFC. Like McCarthy. I don't know why I'm sitting down. Bijan. Amon-Ra. Rob Ford. Hutch. Parsons. Kool-Aid. Aubrey. Interesting. Now let's see if they can win the playoff game over the Chiefs. They'd be better off against the Ravens than the Chiefs. Like, my gosh. It's only a 7 overall difference. 9 overall difference on offense, 8 on defense. I'm gonna guess they got pummeled. I don't see the game down here. They probably got pummeled. That's not as bad as I expected. 31-10 is not good at all, though. 3 touchdowns. Guess who's back? Chiefs are back. 35-21. Pacheco gets Super Bowl MVP this time around. My throat is not working well today. My throat is not throating. That sounded wrong. I'm sorry. Any retirements here for Cleveland? Oh my gosh, I had a couple. Tyrann Mathieu, Mike Williams, Kyle Juszczyk, and Jack Conklin all leave. They managed to end up with negative $11.8 million. They lost Isaac Sumalo, I know, DJ Reader, and Zach Zinter. So, yeah, they're in some trouble. Not a bad draft. 71 right tackle, 73 strong safety, 67 free safety, a 63 overall defensive tackle. He's going to be great. 71 wide receiver. They have an obsession with taking receivers. 62 center, 69 wide receiver, and a 67 overall fullback. We're going to make Juszczyk happy. Replace him with a 67 overall. It is year 4. Last year of Papap's rookie contract. And this team, again, not bad. Nothing crazy. This guy's a 78 at a backup tight end spot. Speaking of which, Njoku's regressing a lot. Down to an 85. Charbonnet up to an 81. And his team, it's fine on offense. It's fine. Defense, no. There are some parts that are very, very yes, and some that are very, very no, if you get what I mean by that. Like, this front seven here is insane if you ignore the 67 overall defensive tackle. Secondary, like, the corners are good. Safeties, we got a 69 hidden dev and a 74 normal dev. Great. And did they finally get rid of Dustin Hopkins? Okay, they did. So now we get to see the legend play alone. Once again, the Browns are 5-2 at the midseason. They're not looking bad. 1,800 yards, 11 touchdowns, 5 picks. Papap not doing bad, honestly. Charbonnet, at least he has 6 touchdowns. And receiving isn't terrible. Blocking, they have no offensive linemen. They have 6 offensive linemen. Sign some depth, Browns. My gosh. So, I just saw a guy with 6 sacks. We'll get to that at the end of the season, I guess. Number 7 offense and number 8 defense. Wow, this team. We might be seeing a good playoff run here in this season. Back to the playoffs. 9-8. Just squeezed in. Probably got the 7th seed. No, they were 5th. What was this conference? Titans made it at 9-8, and so did the Texans. Yeesh. Look at all those 9-8 teams. My gosh. And then there's 2 more in the NFC. What happened? Papap fell off a little bit. 3,822 yards, 19 touchdowns, 16 picks. Almost 1,000 yards for Charbonnet. Over 1,000 for Judy. Over 1.1K, I should say. Elijah Moore almost got 1,000. This team really doesn't look bad. Too many sacks allowed, that's for sure. Colin Freeman, what are you doing? I'm spinning like crazy. I'm on a spinny chair. 237 combined tackles between Bernard and Wosu Koromoa. And there's Myles Garrett, 14.5 sacks. Hall with 9.5. Maynard with 8.5. You're not safe against this team. You're just not. The offense did fall all the way down to 29, so a bad second half of the season. 6 defense, though. Let's see if they can beat the Ravens. Probably not. 9-8 teams are sometimes good in the playoffs, so we'll see. No, they lost. What was the score? 27-10. Well, that went great. Another run for Mahomes. Coach of the Year, McDermott. I think he won it last year. On Allen, Russo, Griggs, Galloway, Mahomes, Hall, Downs, Smith, Russo, Watt, Campbell, and Cam Little. Campbell and Cam Little sound similar. Offensive Player of the Year in the NFC goes to Michael Wilson. Sure. Jerome Baker. How old is he at this point? Like 35, probably. Vernon Smallwood, Marquise Gaines, Love, Walker. Another one for Michael Wilson, Dotson, Hutchinson, Parsons, Diggs, Jake Elliott. Ravens would go on to beat the Eagles and win the Super Bowl 33-28. Browns got 12.9 mil to spend this year. And I forgot to check retirements. Let's see if they have any. I got re-signings here. Where are the retirements? I'm gonna go down to the Browns. That's the Broncos. I suck at this. Wyatt Teller. They lost Wyatt Teller. That's probably where most of the cap came from. They spent the little amount of money they had. It was only like 10 mil. Let's see who they picked up. My chair making weird sounds over here. Jaden Hicks and Will Hernandez. Nothing crazy. They barely paid for either of these guys. So, I don't know, budget signings, I guess. Not a bad draft. We got, this man in the first round. I'm not gonna say his name, or this video might get demonetized.